Today we'll be painting this spooky harvest moon on an 8x10 inch canvas using acrylic paints in the colors Nectarine, Jack-o'-lantern, Harvest Orange, Black, Bright Blue, Wild Iris, Purple Pizzazz, and White. Let's get started. To trace my moon shape, I'm going to use this roll of masking tape. You can freehand your circle or use any cup or bowl measuring about 4 to 4.5 inches in diameter. Trace your moon in the center of your canvas using a pencil. Load a round brush with some purple pizzazz or any lighter shade of purple you have on hand, and then paint around the traced circle. Dip into some of that wild iris and paint around the lighter purple. Wild iris is sort of a purpley red color, so any shade of plum should work. Next, load your brush with bright blue and paint around those circles. And all the way to the corners of your painting. Then dip back into the two purples and begin blending those in with the blue. Next, mix a bit of white with the two purples and add a few swirls around the moon. To make the star-studded sky, load a clean brush with white paint. Hold your brush over your canvas and then tap it with the back of another brush. This motion causes small flecks of paint to spatter your painting, giving it that starry sky look. You can also create this effect with a toothbrush. Dip a clean brush into black and paint the top, bottom, and sides of your canvas. Paint a little bit of black into the corners of your canvas and then blend it in with some blue. Now it's time to paint our moon. Start by adding a few gobs of each shade of orange into the center circle. Blend those in and carefully paint all the way around your moon. We're going to use our purple shades for shadows and our white shade for the highlights. Place the majority of your shadows on the lower right side of the moon and your highlights on the upper left, with a few splotches of each in the middle. Grab a thin liner brush, dip it into some black, and paint a tree branch. The branch should start about 1.5 inches up from the lower left corner. It should go up and across the lower portion of your moon. Add another branch beneath that one, and then add even smaller branches coming out of that. Continue adding branches, getting smaller and pointier as they near the end. You'll notice that some of the orange from the moon gets dragged into the branches. That's fine because it gives the branches a natural highlight. When you're happy with your lower branches, begin adding a few reaching up toward the top of the moon. Now we're ready to paint our cat. Load your brush with black and then find a spot near the center of your moon. I'm going to place my cat on this curved branch right here. Make a circle and fill it in with black. This will be the cat's rump. If your moon is still wet, like mine, some of the orange will bleed into the cat, but that's okay, we'll fix it later. dip back into the black and then make a flat circle over that first one. It's going to look very much like a rectangle with rounded sides. This will be the cat's rib cage. Grab some more black and add another circle on top of that. This one is going to be shaped sort of like a cube with rounded sides. This will be the cat's shoulder area. Notice that it almost looks like we've painted a snowman. Now let's add our cat's head, which is simply an oval at the top. The sides should jut out a little farther than the shoulders. Now let's paint on some ears. Make 2 tiny triangles going up from the top of the cat's head. Reload your brush and just go over the whole body with one coat so it doesn't look like a circle on top of a circle on top of a circle. While waiting for the cat to dry, we're going to start adding in some more branches. These branches will arch up over the top of our moon, creating a circle around the cat like this. Now it's time to give our cat some fur and a tail. Dip your liner brush in some black and go over the whole cat again. Pull your brush out a bit at the sides to give your cat some wispy hairs. Then, find the center of your cat's rump and paint on a tail. I decided to paint my cat's tail with a curl, but you can paint on any shaped tail you like. Finally, go back in with some fresh black and paint some teeny tiny branches on the ends of your tree. To make these, use only the tip of your brush and draw little crooked Y shapes. Add as little or as much of these as you like. When you're done, your painting should look something like this. Wasn't that easy? Well, don't forget to sign and date your painting. Here's our Harvest Moon painting hanging on a wall. Doesn't it look great? See, you can paint anything as long as you break it down into simple steps.